Hello and welcome back again. In this video, I will be doing an overview look of 5 of the 136 143rd scale emergency vehicles that I have in my collection and doing an overview look and a review of them. Also, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and favorite as well, and please share my videos around with people who you think might have an interest in this stuff. And also, please be sure to go back and check out some of my other previous videos that I've done. So with that being said, I'm going to get right on into it. So as you can see right here, I have 3 emergency vehicles, a police van, a fire engine, and a Land Rover. And I also have 2 police cars that I've shown in some of my other videos that I've made. And I'll be overlooking those as well. So the first one I want to take a look at is the Land Rover that you see right here. And this one is from the Leicestershire Fire and Rescue Service in England. Look, it's just got the writing. I love the checkered pattern color, and it's got 2 lights, one at the front and one at the back. And it does have only one working feature, and it's the back door opens. So can't really see back there or inside the Land Rover, but that's pretty cool that it has that feature on it. Kind of gives it a bit of a realistic feature, a bit more realistic, so that's cool. So this one is from the toy range, and it was released, I think somewhere in the early 2000. I'm not sure which year, 2000, or I feel like it was between 2000 or 2003 it was released. So uh, it's definitely been around for several years and probably hard to come by. But if you were to find it anywhere, it's definitely worth it to have in any collection you may have, especially if you like to collect emergency vehicles. This is a pretty cool one, and I'm really glad that I have it in my collection. I like the working feature, and just goes well with the rest of my emergency vehicles. I think about 136 or 143rd scale, so that's pretty cool. Fairly decent size. The next one I have is a Volvo fire engine from the City Fire Brigade. And this has a pretty cool look to it. I'm going to zoom in real quick. Got the fire symbol on the door, says City Fire Brigade. Zoom out real quick. Place where you can hook up the hoses. Got that realistic feature look to it. Same thing on this side. And the cool part about this one, you can take the ladder. Hold on, I'm going to zoom out real quick just for a second. You can take the ladder on and off the truck. So that's pretty cool. I really like that feature about this one. It's also got the 2 blue lights on top. And this one, I think, was released somewhere in the early 2000s as well. Not sure which year, but I'm sure if you looked around online, you'd probably see it somewhere, probably floating around. But it's definitely been an interesting addition that I've had in my collection. I've had this one and the Land Rover for quite some time, and I just really love having those in my collection. It's pretty cool. I've heard that this fire engine is from the London Fire Brigade, but I'm not really too sure. It just says city, so it could be from anywhere. But I still love having this thing around. Can't get the ladder back on at the moment. So, pretty cool. It kind of it is a little heavy when you pick it up, but it's made out of die-cast metal, so you can definitely tell with that. And it's got the features. No, that's the ladder's the only working feature on this thing, but the rest of it they made it look realistic with the yellow line and the writing on it. So that's pretty cool to have. There we go. Zoom right on in. Take that one and move it on over. And then in this one, I featured this one quite a few times in a few of my videos. This one's a Ford Transit police van, and this one was released in the early 2000s as well, just like the Land Rover and the fire engine. Pretty cool. The back rear doors open on this thing. Oh, darn it. So that's the cool part about this van. I'm going to try to get that door open. There we go. So that's the van. Pretty cool. Not too much detail to it. Just says police. And I like the colors it has on the door, the yellow and red, and then it's blue and yellow down the side of the van on both sides. Especially with police on front, and then it's number 627 on top. That's pretty cool. Found this on eBay a few years ago, and I really just love having this one in my collection. I like the look of it, and I like Corgi's Ford Transit vans that they make, especially ones like these. Pretty cool. So I'd have to say, if you came across this, it's definitely worth the money to add into your collection or any collections that you may have, especially if you have emergency vehicles. But I'd have to say this is a pretty cool one, and it's also part of the toy range as well as the Land Rover and the fire engine. But I really like them because they're about they're a pretty big scale for the toy collection, so that's pretty cool. Love this one. So that's the end on that one. The next one is the Strathclyde police car, and this one I featured in one of or a few of my Scottish emergency vehicle videos that I made, and this one is a pretty cool car. It's a Rover 800. The model number is right, or the number of the vehicle is right there on the box, 59201. It does have some working features. Unfortunately, this one came like a model because it actually has the tires being held in place underneath the box, so I can't take it out or roll it around on the ground. So it's kind of like a model, but it's still pretty cool. It says Strathclyde Police on there. Got the lights. I like that dot on the top of the car right there. Different to see the light bar towards the back of the car. Car 23, that's pretty cool. There are working features on this. They say that the front door is open, but there's some tape holding the doors shut for when it got shipped, and especially after I bought it, when I found it online and they shipped it to me, the doors were taped so that they wouldn't move during the shipping process. The hood and trunk do open. If you go back and look at some of my other previous videos with this car, you will see that in there. This one was released in I believe somewhere in the early 2000s. I'm not sure which year, but I did find it on a UK site, and then after I did some searching around, essentially I found it and I bought it, and I said, yep, this is a great addition for my collection, and I just love having it. Even though it's like a model, it's still a pretty cool police car, and I just love the way that it looks and the design and just how different it looks. So it's a pretty cool car. I love having it, and for sure if you were to come across this, it's definitely worth it to have in any collection that you might possibly have. So be sure, if you find this and you like collecting emergency vehicles, this is one of the best ones you can find. So there's that one. This one took quite a while to find. It took a lot of looking, but I just bought this one a few months ago, and it's a Volvo Estates police car. The back door does open a little bit, not all the way, That's the only working feature on it. The car is being held in underneath the box the way it is, so I can't take it out or roll it around, but I can still show you some of the details on it. Police on the hood, car 35, yellow and blue checkered pattern color. Pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen a police car like this, but I'd have to say it's I love the fact that I found this and I was able to add it into my collection, and it goes pretty good with all the other vehicles that I have in my collection. So, and even though it's the same scale as the other ones, 136, 143rd, it's still a really cool addition to have, and I just love it. So it's pretty cool. Again, if you're an enthusiast of emergency vehicles and you like collecting these things, they're definitely worth the money. So even if it's the Corgi Toy Range or Corgi Classics, they're definitely worth it. I'd have to say with these five 136, 143rd scale vehicles, they're pretty cool. I love having vehicles that are of different sizes and scales in my collection, and they're pretty great to have. So they're definitely worth the money if you come across them, especially these ones, because these were all released somewhere within the early 2000s. Not sure which year or years they came out or were produced, but they're pretty great to have in any collection. So I'd have to say I like having these, and they're all really cool vehicles to have. So to close off the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be sure to keep posting more videos for you guys, and just keep a lookout for more videos like this.